Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 where we're going to be jumping in for a daily race B today at Alsace. Now I just wanted to show you this race real quick. Have a look at the strength of this lobby. So we're starting all the way down in 13th. This lobby was absolutely stacked, so if I can gain one position I will be incredibly happy. But before we get on with the race, now would be a great time for you to hit the like button if you are enjoying the content and subscribe so that you never miss a video. With that all out of the way, I think we should get on with the race, and the rolling start is terrible on this track. Really think PD needs to look at the rolling starts before they make a daily race. I mean, they've fixed a lot of them, but again this one is very bad. So we have a massive gap up to P12. We have a lot of fast drivers behind us, so we're going to see what we can do. I don't have much hopes, of course, for this race. Get a move from Tim here, trying to go around the outside. Not really a corner to make the outside work. We do give him space, but he is going to try and fire up the inside here as we have a yellow flag. So someone has spun out, and they're still spinning out as we go past them. So we lose one and we gain one. So we're in the same position. We're right behind the Nissan of Tim. Very fast driver. Hopefully we can hold on, use his slipstream to catch up with the rest of the pack. Get that corner a little bit wrong there. Of course we are new to this combo, we're just jumping straight in, getting a few laps into the qualifying session and seeing what we can do in the race. So of course we're always going to be up against it, and this was a unbelievably stacked lobby. Coming into this hairpin here, we can see there is somebody with a penalty up ahead. I'm trying to see who that was. I think that was P11. No, it wasn't. It was the guy in front of him, and we're going to go straight past. However, keep your eye on that name, because he is a faster driver than me. He is a A-rated driver, so we're expecting him to come back past pretty sharpish. But our main goal now is to defend from this Jaguar. Was all over the back of me. We're trying to park it on the apex. We're trying to give him room as well. But as you can see, as I'm here, I decided not to fight it. We're just going to let him straight through. Try not to lose a position to the Jaguar as well. Although the Jaguar does pull out there, and we go incredibly wide anyway. So we try and get it stopped here with the dirty tyres. Not really a lot we can do with that contact. And we're going to keep the position. So I'm in P13, which is exactly where we started. As you can see, Azram there, he is just going to drive away. So we're not going to be able to hold on to that. The Jaguar behind goes into the barrier. So we're managing to run away from P14. And that is basically how the rest of the race went. We gained one position because somebody spun. But just look at the strength of that lobby. That is incredible. And we held on there, we gained one position, but we were a couple seconds behind P11. And I really wish that I chose a different car, of course choosing the AMG. I really wish I went with one of my stronger cars, especially in that lobby. But because of that results, going down into a lower rated lobby, we have a lot of B drivers and A drivers, so I thought I'd try something a little different. So we're going with the 4C. I saw someone else driving it. He's actually in this lobby as well, starting P2. So I thought maybe it's good. I haven't seen anyone else using it. I've only seen it once, so we're going to give it a go. I was trying a lot of different cars during this combo just to see which one really suits my driving style. Of course, I'm not really a big fan of Alsace, and especially in the reverse. I think the reverse layout is very, very difficult, very tricky. A lot of tricky corners on this circuit. We get it slowed here in the first chicane, trying to make up for the time that we lost on the rolling start. Have a pretty decent gap to the Nissan behind. We don't need to look behind us for a moment. We can just focus on this Porsche. A little bit of contact there, that's going to help us. Coming into the most difficult corner on this circuit, especially in an MR car. Car really does like to spin out on that corner. So being an MR car, being that the Porsche is fairly decent at this circuit, I thought, you know, why not give the 4C a go? It is an MR car. Should be able to keep pace with the Porsche. I did notice that the 4C had quite a good top end as well when I was watching the Manufacturers Cup. So we know it's got a good engine, good decent grunt about it as we go up a position there, thanks to the Ford Mustang. Pretty good battle going on up ahead between the Porsche and the GTR. Just waiting for a mistake here as there is contact. We're going to gain one position. We're going to get the run as well on the GTR. My fellow Brit in the Meta car. I'm going to give him a little bit bump here and then we're going to move over to the side. My thought was trying to lull him into a false sense of security. That way we can launch up the inside, park it on the apex, and that's going to give him a bad run, so he has to defend. Then we can concentrate on going on forward. However, he did not appreciate that move and is going to push us out of the way. So we're going to lose 2 positions, possibly a third here, because we have a really bad exit and really bad run going up the hill. We're going to gain a couple more positions. We're going to keep hold of our P5. Trying not to lose a position on the inside here. We do get a good run on the Porsche. Trying to make him go to the outside so that we can stick it up the inside. And he's going to go very wide on this banking. Of course, if you go up too wide, you're not going to get the grip. And he goes straight into the barrier. That's us up into P4. We have a very angry Frenchman behind. I'm not sure why he's flashing his lights all the time. But we're going to focus on the Brit up ahead. We almost get lunched here. So at last minute, managed to stay out of the way. This is also a very difficult corner to get right. Very easy to run wide on the exit there. Now I was expecting a lunge, so we did go a little bit defensive. Maybe defending a little bit of fresh air there. But I think we're catching. We are still just about in the slipstream. Managed to make up a big amount of time on the exit of the final corner. Although we do have the GTR right behind, who's swerving and weaving all over the place. As long as we park it, we should be alright to defend that corner. We get a really good run on the Brit up ahead. Again, trying to fake to the outside, and then last minute just sweep up the inside, later on the brakes. I mean, we were pretty much in front when that contact appeared, although he did not agree, and he was driving angry at this point. Very, very angry Brits behind us. We did actually lose a position to the Frenchman. As you can see, the Brit there just coming storming in, giving us 2 taps. That's going to lose us another position. So rather than just racing clean and fair, as he pushes us onto the grass here. But during all of this, he has lost 2 positions. We're going to send it right back up the inside because I don't think he was really playing fair at this point. Not giving us a lot of room. He's going to try again up the inside here. Going to try and get the cut back. We do get the run, and we get a little bit of help from our Mustang buddy behind, who is actually just in a mission to get past, so he pushes us off to the grass again. So we've lost quite a bit of time now, down into P7. We were of course in P3 at one point during this race, but they're going to battle up into the last corner. That's going to give us a little bit of time back. We're going to be too far back for the move into the chicane, so we'll just focus on getting the exit, get nice and stop nice and quickly, get the exit, get the good run up the hill. We do have slipstream and we do have a good run. Again, fake to the inside, move to the outside. He tried the cut back, but it's only going to put him on the outside for the next corner, and he gets a bit of contact as well. P3 has spun, so that's going to give us another position. So we're back up into P5, final lap. Pretty big gap to the cars ahead. We've got 2 very angry Nissan GTR drivers behind. So I'm hoping they can just kind of battle each other so that we can run away. And the Frenchman there in the Mustang just running wide. We're also going to run wide. So we gained 2 positions and we've lost 1. And we've lost another one actually, going down into P6. However, the BMW did get a little bit of oversteer, so we're going to go straight back up the inside. Keep it nice and clean and tidy through this corner as we get a little bit of a tap there. Make sure we park it on the apex. There's no way he's going to get past. And we're sitting pretty in P5, coming up to the last corner. You see there, I think he was sideways going into that corner, and that's going to mess up both of them. And we're going to pick the pocket and steal a P3. So as you can see there, the 2 4Cs that I've seen during this entire combo sit in 2nd and 3rd. So not a bad car. We go up 5 positions of course for a P3. So the start of race 3, start of the 3rd race, we gain a position going into the 1st chicane due to somebody spinning out. We had a pretty good battle with this Spaniard up ahead in the Porsche. Of course we have a little bit of time to gain due to that rolling start, so we make a bit of an exit here going into the tight hairpin. However, everybody else is kind of bunched up, so that's going to work in our favour. We do gain 1 position there with the Porsche spinning out. We're up into P11 here. Lots of contact, lots of cars vying for position here as we're going to gain another position from the GTR. Up into P10. Pretty good progress on this opening lap. Do have quite a good chance of gaining more positions with all of these cars battling for position here. Then we're going to make it through. Everyone makes it through nice and clean. Coming through this very long sweeping corner. The Porsche's going to go wide. There is a little bit of contact, but I couldn't really steer any further. We're going to gain 2 positions on that 1 corner. I'm going to fast forward now a little bit further. to the end of lap 2. You see that everybody getting a little bit wide, getting a little bit touchy-feely. We're going to gain 1 position. It's going to move us up into P6. Right behind the Italian here, who's battling up with the Frenchman in the Jaguar. We're trying to get a good exit here, which we do. We're gaining a little bit on the Nissan. It's not going to be enough to go for a move into the next corner. But if we nail that, we should be close enough. We're not really close enough, but they're still battling, and he goes for the lunge there, the Italian. So they're going to battle all the way through this corner as we get oversteer on the exit. That's going to compromise our run. But we could just sit here, just watch these two battling up ahead, waiting for the mistake. Getting closer and closer. When they're going too wide, we can't really make any sort of meaningful move. So we'll just sit here, just focus on our exit, wait for the mistake. We just get a really good cutback there, so it's going to get in front of the Italian. But the Italian is on the inside. Going to try for another cutback there. Doesn't really get it this time. And there is that mistake. Oh no, it's not. Just joking. When that happened on the first time, that really did scare me. It's almost like he phased through the car to rejoin the circuit. Still battling here through the last corner. Going to give us a really good run on both of them as the Jaguar just decides he's had enough and says that I should battle for 4th place instead. So we're going to do just that. We're going to take up the mantle. Get a big run through there. However, nowhere to go. We run into the back of the GTR. It's going to give us a really poor run going up this hill. Get slowed down here for the hairpin. We have a really angry Frenchman right behind us. Going through this long sweeping corner here. Just trying to stay into the slipstream of the Italian up ahead. Stay as close as possible, and then we should be able to make a move. Go for a lunge into one of the other hairpins. So right behind the Italian here, going into this hairpin bend. So we just run a little bit wide onto the grass, and that is us gone. Spinning out, we're going to lose 2 positions and a load of time. Coming home to finish in a P7, which ends up turning into a P6. So, not the best result in the world, was battling for P4, but we've gone up 7 positions in this one, though not a bad result. So, coming into race 4, there's a lot of races in this video, so I hope you're enjoying the content and subscribed so that you never miss a video. But that's enough plug-in from me. Right behind the Spaniard here in the Porsche. All pretty tidy through there. So we started in P10. We haven't made and we haven't lost any positions. So starting or continuing as we started, we'll take the very high line here, try and get the good cutback, but never going to work. That shorter, deeper line is the best. We come up to the back here of the 2 Porsches up ahead. Just on the exit here, 2 into 1 does not go, and 1 Porsche remaining. Moving on to the start of the second lap. Just go a little bit deep here. The other Porsche goes very deep. So if we try and get the cut back, we do have the run going up the hill. So we do make the move stick before the next corner. And now we have to focus on catching P7, the Finnish driver in the Jaguar. We're getting another position there, the leader actually spinning it, taking a long time to recover. That's going to be us up into P7, right behind this Finnish driver. See if we can make a move pretty soon. We don't want to be held up too much. However, coming to the last lap here, still in 7th, nothing's really changed, but the Finnish driver does get a big twitch there on the exit. That's going to give us another position up into P6. Got the Porsche trying to push us wide there. We hold our line. Does mean we've got the inside for the next 2 corners. Park it on the apex. Make sure there is no way past. So that's P6 confirmed. As long as we get the rest of the lap correctly, then there should be a pretty decent result. Coming into the last corner here. Is there any freebies? Any mistakes? No, we do get lunged a little bit, but we're going to have the traction on the exit, and that is going to be a P6 in the Atenza, of course. Trying something different in this one. I do like the Atenza. It's really nice, easy car to drive. So into race 5 now, we get a really good run on this guy that was starting on the corner. We're in the GTR for this one, going to the Meta for the last race. Do manage to get the move to stick, however he's going to try on the outside, that's not going to work. So we managed to make the move stick, so that's 1 position going into the first chicane. We move up behind the Finnish driver once again rocking the Jag. Drive around the outside, and we're going to try and get the cutback, get the bare exit. However, we do get a massive twitch here, so that's going to put a damper on our charge. See what we can do going into this chicane. Give him a bit of a love tap. That's going to slow us right down. And on to the middle section of lap 2. We did manage to catch back up, and one of the GTRs in front there just deciding that he's had enough of the race. So he's into barrier. The Finnish driver, very defensive, not really sure why. But you can see here, there's a lot of cars, a lot of chance for carnage. You see one of the Nissans getting it all sorts of wrong, maybe a little bit of contact, I'm not sure. But that's going to be another position for us. But with this amount of cars, there's always a chance for chaos. There's always a chance for positions to be gained. Always a chance for freebies, of course. I'm going to fire up the inside here of the Finnish driver. Pretty good move, if I do say so myself. Sitting in P9, and as we go to the last lap, we gain 1 position there from a penalty being served. And that is pretty much it. So we're going to come home in a P7. So it's not my best combo, but with a little bit of practice, I think I'm getting better and better. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you are enjoying the content, and subscribe so that you never miss a video. But I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.